Hey guys, welcome back to the garage and time for another bench talk. What do we got going on today? Number one, as always, another vintage kit, a pretty cool vintage kit, guys, quite a rare one here on the bench today. We're going to take a look at. Got an update on the 300. Got that thing in paint. We're going to take a look at the completed chassis, and then I got another project that I had started a while back that I did a little tinkering with the other night. Just wanted to run it past you guys and see what you think. It's just in the early stages, but we'll get into that too. And y'all heard of Murphy's Law? Well, I fell victim to it this week, and it has to do with the 300 project. It's nothing earth-shattering. It's nothing project-stopping. It's just was a disappointment and just added a little bit more work. So we'll take a look at that when we get to the Chrysler. But anyway, right now, we're going to take a look at this kit, guys. This is quite a rare kit, actually. Now, I will say right now up front, the box and the contents are not original to each other. I did order this box on eBay here just last week. It came with the box, the instructions, and the original decal sheet. So that's kind of cool just to have that together. Neat to set it on the shelf and have some nostalgia there from modeling of days gone by. Now, this is kind of cool to me, guys, because I actually owned a 67 Thunderbird, a real one with the 390 automatic in that. And then eventually gave that to my wife after we had not been married too awfully long. And then as the course of time came by, we ended up actually selling that, passing it on to someone else. But anyway, so we have some experience with a real 67 T-Bird. But right now we're going to go ahead and dig into it here. And I'll show you that the kit, like I said, the contents inside are not original to the box. But this is pretty cool, guys, because the original instructions are here. Pretty neat. They're quite yellowed over time, but they're very legible, and it's just cool to have those two to go along with it if I ever decide to build this thing. And then of course there's just your engine assembly, and then going in here we got to be careful because you actually have started tear where they were folded at the seams there. But just your chassis and wheel assembly, and then there's your interior assembly. There's your custom steering wheel there that you could have with it. And then there's your body, firewall, and then final stock assemblies there. And then on the back is your custom. And then here's gives you a couple different combinations or variations you can do for your custom touches, custom rear end, and all the like. And then you got a Tierra roof, custom roof overlay. And then there's the rest of the body assemblies. And then check it out. Look for the best from AMT. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and just pause on them. You can read them up close. And some of these actually you can still find in recent days here. Some I'm sure have not been maybe produced for quite a long time. But just cool to have nonetheless. And one thing I forgot to do, guys, as I always do. So let's pause a minute here. And we'll go back and do that. We're going to walk around the box real quick. Taking a look at this 67 Thunderbird. Now, pretty cool that this box art you've seen in recent days. Some more kits being released with this box art. I think the 67 Mustang, 67 Impala, and a 67 Camaro, I believe, have been released with this basic box art. So wouldn't it be cool if this thing would show up again at some point in time? Don't know how all that's going to work, but it would really be cool to see that thing re-released, if the molds even still exist. I do not know. Only released one time, 1967, guys. This is it. Just a side box art here with the, shows you the custom version there, with the custom tail panel there. There's a picture of the stock version, customized by the Alexander brothers, some big California customizers, I guess. This is kit number 6227-170. And then here there are the Alexander brothers, Mike and Larry. And then it just shows you some of the various custom parts that are in the kit. Wheel covers custom back end, custom front end, and then they're advertising their AMT custom spray lacquers. So pretty cool stuff, guys. So that's the original box art. And then I have had this stuff in a bag, but for sakes of time on the video, I took it all out of the bag and just put it in as it probably would have appeared in its original form. So we'll just take this out first. Here's that Thunderbird body. Separate this first here real quick. There's that T-Bird body. It did have some paint on it. I stripped the paint, but these areas here I was not able to get off. So we'll probably, if I ever decide to build this, we'll hit that with some sandpaper, try to get that off, and hopefully it doesn't mess with the paint job wherever we try to paint this thing. There's the original back end, 1967 annual kit there. It shows by the license plate. And then it does have a broken A-pillar here. So we'll have to attend to that. We want to actually say restore, but actually build, as this has really never been built before. So that's that body, 67 T-Bird body, and then just the parts that are still in the box. There are parts missing with this, guys, unfortunately. However, I do have mostly all of the outside parts. There's the hood, still in good shape. There's the engine, 2 engine halves. The only thing I'm missing, I made a list here. Missing the interior tub, the seats, rear differential and springs, front springs, heads. Now, one wheel cover I said, but I did find one from a promo kit. So I actually have 4 wheel covers, and the front wheel backs and the tires are what's missing from this kit. So it is incomplete, but vintage nonetheless. And here is that wheel cover from the promo kit that I did acquire. So just take all this off the back, smooth that down, thin it out, and should be able to use that as a like the regular kit piece. And then here is front suspension. So I won't take a whole lot of time going over all these, but there's the dash, factory dash. I got the firewall still there. And then more engine pieces there to complete the engine. And then your rear wheel backs there just fit into the axle. And I am, like as I said, I am missing the axle. But here's the original console. And then the chrome tree, which is that dulled down chrome, kind of, not real bright and flashy, so it's not really toyish looking. There is that custom rear end with the taillight installed already. Your custom front end with the license plate 1967. So there are wheel covers there, valve covers, and the like for that. But chrome tree, still really nice shape. Steering wheel. And it does have the exhaust, both exhaust pipes with the mufflers. Then the other wheel cover that was off the tree. And the intake manifold. And the battery, actually, I found loose in all those parts. Actually was able to come up with, and actually, guys, how I acquired all these parts was digging through those boxes of parts that I got and found out that they all went to this kit. So I'd say it's probably maybe 60% complete, maybe 50 by needing the interior and the seats and everything. But then there is the actual original taillight panel for the factory style, which would go right in here like this, as I almost knocked the camera over. So so that's that, guys. So yeah, pretty much everything there for the main body as far as that goes. And here is the chassis. Chassis just needs the interior tub there to fill in the bottom panel. So pretty cool to have that in the stash, guys. I'm going to just start throwing this stuff back in here. But eventually I will go on a search for these parts. So even if I don't ever build it, I will have a complete unbuilt 1967 T-Bird. And here is the glass. It is pretty good shape. Still pretty clear. Put a good polish on that. It's got a couple scratches in the back glass there. We'll put a couple polishes on that and should bring that thing right back to life. So we'll keep this in this towel here, so it keeps that from getting scratched or anything else like that. And then actually here is the original decal sheet. So 1967 T-Bird there, so it shows that is the original decals for this. Now they're whipped. No chance of ever using these, but once again, you could get them reproduced if you wanted to use those decals in there. So pretty neat to have that, guys. I got that box and the decals and instructions for only around $20 some. So not too bad. That was with the shipping. So guys, that's the vintage kit for the week. 67 T-Bird by AMT. Cool to have that part of the stash. Even if nothing else, set it on the shelf, and we got a nice old box to look at there. So we'll put that back here, and we'll step into the current projects we're working on here. The 67 300 is painted, guys. I did a little video short on that here a while back, but this is a second paint job since then. I had a big chunk of dirt right here, and I just wasn't satisfied with it. I thought maybe I could polish it out, but it just was not going away. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just throw another coat of paint on there or two, and come out. I'm really pleased with it. That automotive fast dry enamel holds its shine well, so I figured there's no need for any clear coat on this. That is a pretty durable paint. Made for withstanding outdoor weather stuff. So should be perfect for the model kit. So that's the body, guys. It's painted. I do have the hood painted. It's in the cabinet over here, but this was in the dehydrator all night, 95 degrees for 12 hours, and it's good and set up. I've already actually done just a quick polish on it there, and I really brought out that shine. So that's the body. And I've showed you the interior. We've had that done, so that's ready to go. I did just go with silver up here, guys. Just something a little bit different. And then I got that detailed there in the center of that speaker grill. So that's that. And then the chassis is complete with the engine. Got the engine in there. There's the air cleaner there. Detailed the best that I could with just brush painting that up to kind of resemble the original pie pan, how it would have been. Put some battery cables in it. Just a negative and positive battery cable there, just kind of generically run. And then I used this from the Dodge Daytona kit that I had a spare one of. And then I got the torsion bars here, but I will still need that other one. But these are the axle's easily removable, and I could put that in if I ever find one for this kit. But, just to get it built and set on the shelf is definitely not a necessary. Painted the shocks. So the chassis is done and ready to go. And then Murphy's Law, I fell victim to that. I actually had the front bumper and grill and the rear bumper, quote unquote, re-chromed. And all I did was, here's the back bumper. Actually, all I did was I gray primer and then the Rust-Oleum bright coat chrome. And I like the way this came out, guys, because it almost appears as that original kit chrome of the day would have been. And nothing real flashy, so it kind of gives you that appearance of real chrome that's got just a little bit of outdoor weather to it. So that come out really well. Like I said, I had them both done. I had the front grill and bumper. I had pulled it out of the dehydrator, and I was checking it out, and my fat fumble fingers, as they are, dropped it, made it to the floor, and busted this corner off. And you talk about sick, guys. It was a nice piece, really nice piece, but you can see there where it busted it. Cracked it right there. But like I said, I'm not giving up. Not giving up. We got it back together. I got some filling to do. It's not going to be perfect. There may be a little bit of the crack there that I can't get completely away. But if you look at it right here, guys, it did not ruin the appearance of it. I just got some filling in to do here. I may have to throw it back in the stripper because I did put a coat of primer on it, and it did actually wrinkle right here a little bit. So with that, not giving up. We're going to stay at it, and I'm sure we'll get it back to where it needs to be. But I'm treating this thing, guys, like it's a rare, fine piece of delicate china. So I need to treat a thing like that because, and as you see, as it goes in the car here, it will still look very good. So it's still going to look nice, all built up and when it's done. So that's the problem. Murphy bit me, but I'm biting back, and I'm staying resilient and going to get this thing back where it needs to be. So that pretty much does it for the Chrysler, guys. That's where I'm at on that. So once I get this front grille and bumper all redone, this thing should be ready for final assemblies. So then with that, my other project, I'm going to get this out of the way so I don't lose any kind of focus. Real quick, as you probably saw on the thumbnail, that 57 Ford that I said was going to be my next custom project. I'm kind of working through something. I don't know if it's going to be permanent or not, but I found these, just found these in the parts box. Don't know what they went to, what they was for, but I thought, well, let's just try it on there. And I think I might like that some way, because after I've taken these fins off of here and have the round taillights, I might even try to find some extensions for the back, and then we'll kind of have a matching front. I just need to find a way to blend all this in together up here, because if you put this front end on, and I'm going to take this chassis out of there, but if you put this front end on, then once we get it all filled in on the sides, then we'll just, and see, that actually looks better already. Now we'll just have to blend all this in, fill all this in around here, and then put some kind of custom grill or something. I've got sort of an idea. Again, guys, early stages. This is a project that I started years and years ago. I've already chopped the top on it and just left the single pillar there on the door, just kind of for another custom look. But I've never really done anything crazy custom. That's kind of where I wanted to go with this. And then I'll find some kind of, maybe some little chrome treatment on the side here. I kind of got something drawn out as a basic initial idea. But again, early stages, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think on that. Should I proceed with that, or should I go with a different style? Now, I have actually already trimmed that up, but I'm sure there was still something that we could come up with if we didn't use these. Let me know. Should I proceed on that, guys, and go ahead and try to get this filled out and get the other side done, and then we'll work around all that once we get our basis up front. So that's pretty much the bench talk today, guys. That's the update we got. And let me get some of this stuff wrapped up here, get some stuff back on the bench. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So that's, like I said, that's the bench talk today. Now, I am gonna get diving into the 66 Riviera, the buddy build with my dad. And one thing on that, guys, I talked to Dad about that, and because of his health and things, he's not going to be on every update that I give on that, so I'll just be doing the updates here at the bench. But he does want to be in on the final reveal of that. I'll have him back to the garage here, and we'll do a final reveal of that together, and that may break away from us and show the car up close on the bench. But he definitely is orchestrating the thing. He's got some ideas for me how he wants it to be, and I'm kind of trying to collect a couple other parts to get it so we can get it the way he wants it. So the updates will be here, and then he's going to come back with me for the final when we get that done. So just an update on that as well. All right, guys, that's all I got. Kind of get the idea how this Chrysler is going to look, coming along really nice. So they get that grill done, we'll be back in business on that. So with that, guys, I'm just going to close it out right now. I'm going just a little bit longer than I had planned, but I think we got everything in that I wanted to cover. So if you guys like the video, give me a like, share, subscribe, and comment. Should be about right here. And then I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, subscribers. Here in a couple of weeks, we're going to be coming back with a video on the 2,000 subscriber mark. We're going to do a giveaway. Try to come up with something real special for you guys to show you my appreciation. I thank you. You don't know how much, but I appreciate it so much. So with that, until next time, guys, you guys have a I'll get it right, guys. It's been a long day. Hey, this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.